We're gonna give it just a little second, and then once we get everybody in, then we'll start. Okay.
Good evening. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Come on in. Come on in. Put in the chat. Hellos. Hello back to you. Where y'all at? How y'all doing?
Yes.
What's going on? We didn't miss y'all last month. We weren't on.
Yes.
We've been busy.
We've been busy.
Been busy. But good. How you doing, Devin?
I'm doing good. I'm just happy to be alive.
Okay, live.
You know, out here living, being a black man in America.
All right. Indeed.
Not blessed. I'm blessed. Definitely blessed.
If you don't know by now, I'm Britt.
And I'm Devin.
We are the Duets. Hello there. What are we getting into? I feel like I'm really excited about this this topic, serve and whatnot.
Yes.
But we were talking as we always do, and we thought about the question. Feel free to answer, right? Of course, you're just tuning in, but the question of the night: what does it mean, right, to serve? Okay. What does it mean to serve? Did I get the question right? Okay, cool. Just want to make sure I'm doing my part here tonight. And we've been busy serving. That is a fact.
Yes.
With church events and just kind of work and things like that. But that's the question of tonight. So when we were talking, it was very simple. Like, what does it mean to serve? And so I, being the person who loves words, looked up the word, right? So I looked up serve. And the first thing I saw was to perform duties or services for another person, organization, provide a service, right? Kind of in short. And then another one I saw was pretty good. Kind of ties into like the scriptural side of things, but talked about how you can't serve two masters. I know what I'm talking about. So the definition was to take orders from two superiors or follow two conflicting or opposing principles at the same time. Yes. So yeah, let's get into it. So that was the definition. And then I just asked myself kind of plainly, when I think of serve, what do I think of? I think of being humble, kind of doing things or helping other people. It's just very selfless. Like it's something I'm doing that's not about me. It's for this person, this thing outside of me. So that was what I came up with. But get to it, Devin. Go ahead. This is about to be Devin's night.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No. So most people, I don't know if everybody know, but I've served in the military. So for me, service was something I kind of learned. I knew some people in my family who did serve in the military, but there is there's a difference when you actually give of yourself to something that is bigger than you. And for myself, like I learned that it was consistency, it was loyalty, it was obedience. You know, at sometimes, you know, you had to follow orders. There are certain things you had to do to the T. And you know, that also equates to our life. Like, you know, how do you serve? What do you serve? What do you serve? You know, I mean, we can go down that hole. But but for me and my definition of it, I feel like it's obedience,
Mm-hmm.
and it's also honor, because you're paying honor and respect and reverence to something that's more, that's bigger than you. It's a mission. It's something that's
Yeah.
bigger than yourself.
Yeah.
Um, so that's the way I view serving.
Okay. Okay. Listen, you keep going, sir. Look, I'm just here to support the servant. Okay.
um,
Go ahead.
so when you talk about serving, there's, for me, I feel like there's three big ways for which you can serve. Um, the first one for myself is you have to serve God first. That is like the head of everything in your life, because for him to be that centerpiece that gives you the guidance on how to serve in the other capacities. Um, and then the second one for myself is serving yourself, which is
Oh,
something that is commonly neglected. How do you serve yourself? And I know that sounds selfish.
mhm.
That may sound selfish, but we'll get into what we mean by serving yourself. And then the last one is, how do you serve others? What do you do outside of yourself, outside of um, your atmosphere, uh, that affects the things and the people and the places around you. So, yeah.
Okay. So I'm getting in this my cue. Okay. So for the first one, right? So we got first one, which was God, the first serve, right? So that one was really good. All of them were good. Okay. You already know. Very good. This was good. For me, what I heard from the topic of serve God is
Mhm.
how it's bigger than how we say we've been busy with church stuff and stuff like that. So it's
Mhm.
bigger than a church service or a Bible study or the religion piece of like church and stuff like that. It's literally the day to day.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
this is a bit of a call out, but this is in regard to work.
Yep.
Ah, you're serving God on the clock.
Yep.
You're serving God at the store, like when you're out and
Mhm.
about, you're literally walking representation, right? And then at the stoplight, when you're just out and about, shout out to the people with the road rage. You are just realize when you have those moments like, uh-oh,
Yeah.
I'm not representing, I'm not serving God like I'm supposed to or like I should. That's okay. You know better, you do better.
Mhm.
And so look at these moments, not to like stress you out or like feel like you have to be perfect, but just see them as the opportunities that they are to
Mhm.
serve.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. And when I thought about it like that, it kind of calmed me down because I'm like, everything, oh, whatever. But look at it that way. Just it's just the opportunity to serve God correctly and do it righteously. So that's what I heard from
Yeah.
serve God.
Now, and when we talk about serve God, we talking about serving God in your actions. How do you serve God in your actions? What you do on a day-to-day basis. Like Brittany was saying, you serving God when you out in the streets and you out about
Out
doing
in
your
these
thing. When you at work,
streets.
you serving God, and that's a representation.
Mhm.
And also, um, how do you serve God with your heart?
Mhm.
Are you taking that time to spend time in worship with Him? Are you reading your Word? Are you studying to show yourself approved? What are you doing to serve God? Show Him with your heart, from the desires and the depths of, or not the desires, but the depths of your heart, to show God who He is to you and
Mhm.
what He means to you. And then also,
Yep.
you got to serve God with your mind. It's a lot of people don't think about this, but your thoughts are powerful. Um, and you have to really serve God in your thoughts. So when people say stuff to you and it hits you and you like, oh man, you mull it over in your mind, you can allow that thought to turn into an action, and that action can be a negative one that is not kingdom representative.
Uh-oh.
So you have to think about that, when you're serving God, like, in those three capacities. So
Oh, the toes that are being stepped on tonight. Okay, that's good.
And then we're gonna move into our second one, which is serving yourself, which
I think it's harder. We didn't have to move that fast. No, I sat with all of these. I really did. I've been in a real reflecting kind of state lately. But serve myself.
Mhm.
Again, I said earlier when I think of the word serve, it's very selfless. And then I
Mhm.
hear serve myself sounds selfish.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't understand. So what I've been doing lately, it hit home, especially lately. When I think of serving myself, I have to, or I am in the process in real time, like unlearning and relearning kind of what that means
Mhm.
to take care of myself and check in with me. I have been very used to I'm good if they're good. I'm
Yep.
doing my
Yep.
part if everybody else is fine. I've fulfilled it. I've done it. Pat on my back because I
Mhm.
did it for them.
Yep.
When I'm supposed to kind of have those same perspectives for me
Mhm.
about me,
Mhm.
and that's been hard. You've kind of seen it in real time. It's been like battles a bit
But
of
you're getting
like,
better.
I appreciate that, brother. Sometimes I don't feel like I tried to take a nap today, didn't work, but it's because I have to learn the balance. That's been the word choice for
Mhm.
me lately, is balancing it all. Naturally, the person that is sitting here talking to you, I love serving. I
Mhm.
love being out in the community. I love helping. I love meeting. I love being whatever assistance I can be. It's literally my job.
Yep. Mhm.
I'm here to help. And so at some point I have to balance doing that for everybody else outside of me and do it for me. And so I do kind of try to be mindful of self-care Saturday, right? I try
Mhm.
to
Mhm.
go in the room and lay down. Like I
Yeah.
try to stop while my dog is napping. That's my cue. And I don't. I think of other stuff I can do
Mhm.
while he sleep. It's like, wow, let me be more like the dog.
Yeah.
But I've learned now kind of okay, there's an importance to it. And something we were saying earlier, what kind of clicked. I've said it a lot, but I realize it now. How am I going to do all this helping and serving for
Mhm.
everybody else if I haven't done anything for me?
That's true.
If
Yeah.
I'm just pouring out, giving my all to everybody else, and then I haven't poured anything back. How? How does that work? How am I
That's
effective?
good.
How am I doing what I'm actually supposed to be doing and doing it well?
Right.
Right.
That's
Okay.
good. All right. You better preach.
No, this is your night. Sorry, I just wanted to just kind of
You
sorry.
better preach.
Go ahead, brother.
Not so speaking on like a caveat to serving yourself is resting.
Uh-oh.
A lot of people do not rest, but you have to rest. We talking about mentally, we talking about physically, even spiritually. Rest. Sometimes you got to pull away from some events. Sometimes you got to say no to some things
Oof.
in order to serve yourself to make sure you are okay. Um, and even deeper than that, you have to think about like your mental health. Um, and something like a I guess a quote
Mm.
you can say is you can't help yourself unless you first or you can't help others unless you learn how to first help yourself. So a lot of times we be out here trying to do a lot for other people, but we really need to take care of ourselves first, and then we can go to that route of taking care of other people and helping them. So if that's still in a way for you
Facts.
for 5 minutes and giving yourself some time to rest and reset, if especially if you're a single mom, I know it's hard, but finding that time to like take time for you, um, even if that's just to get out the house for a little bit, if you have the opportunity to do that, um, to take care of your mental. If you need to go to therapy, y'all. Like if you really need help, go to therapy and sit down and fix your weaknesses. Work on the things in and of yourself that you need to work on so you can become a better person. Just in general, we talking about in general.
Yes, sir.
And even better than that, sit down and allow God to lead you in the things that you may have in you that you may not see yet. If you got good friends, listen to those good friends, even if they're few and far between. Listen to them when they speak into you and they say they see certain things in you that may not be the best qualities, and they want to help you develop better qualities for yourself so you can be more of service, you know, to the people and the things in the world around you. So um, I'm gonna get off my soapbox.
No, that was good. All those things. I feel like lately though, mental health has been
Yes.
the light has been shined more on it and the importance of it. So I'm here for it. Even at my job, there's these sessions, these meditation sessions, and you kind of sit with yourself, right?
Hmm.
Which is
Yes.
still wild. But I'm like, wow, this happened at my job, and we have mental health days, and
Hmm.
therapy is uh, talked about. Like
Yep.
they want to make sure you're aware of the services and taking care of yourself. Like I want to say it's Suicide Awareness Month, but I'm not 100% sure. But
Hmm.
like that's been talked about, stuff that's like a taboo or it hasn't been viewed as important.
Important. Yeah. Hmm.
It's now understood like, oh, okay, let me actually take this serious. And like you said, go to therapy, talk with somebody,
Hmm.
talk it out.
Yep.
You're not crazy, like,
Hmm.
just kind of break it down and get
Yeah.
into it. But yeah, it's good. That's good. Serve yourself.
Hmm.
Okay.
And then the last one we wanted to cover is serving others.
Yeah.
How do you serve outside of yourself? Um, you know, a lot of people know that serving outside of yourself a lot of times is like uh, charities. You know, for example, you know, financially you can give to a charity, and that be something a cause that you that for your life you feel like is something that is concerning you, and you feel like financially you can help support that. You know, we can go deeper than that. You serving in your community. What are you doing in your local community to help? You know, you see homelessness on the rise.
Yeah.
You see, you know, single mothers. You see abandoned kids. You know, there's so many different organizations that you could be a part of to serve, whether that's like the soup kitchens or things like that. Go and serve, because when you see people in that condition, I think for you it should pull at your heart to want to do something to help these people and to really make impact in their life in a positive way. And then also when we're talking about serving others, you know, it could be getting involved in your local church. For a lot of us, get involved in your local church and find out if there's something that they need help with that you may be skilled at. And the reason I say that is because you think uh, your skills is only for you to make money, but you have to understand it was God given. And if God gave it to you, then this is your way of giving it back. Don't always look for money in it. Do it because, just because, do it just because, and you'll see God like bless it. He'll bless it. The relationships that come out of it, um, the character building that it helps you with, making you a better person. You know, with that self service, serving yourself, it helps with that, and it builds you up in a good way. So, yeah.
um, no, I think what I wrote down when it talks about others, of course, I thought about us serving in
Marriage.
marriage and how that's a process.
Yeah,
But
that's a
it
good one.
also makes it easier if you again make it less about you. Again,
Hmm.
we've done all the work with us. We've done the first serve. We spent time with God. We've spent time with ourselves. But now we have something to pour out, and so now I'm able to hear Him, hear things that He needs, and vice versa, and try to help.
Hmm.
And be there for Him. So I thought about that. We talked about that
Yeah.
for a minute. That was good. And then when it comes to the community or again charity and things like that, learn your lane.
Yes.
Learn your lane. And how do you learn your lane? That goes back to the first serve. Let God explain it to you, break it down, show you. And I've learned when it comes to learning my lane, it's very effortless. A lot of times it's something I enjoy doing. Like
Hmm.
it's a
Hmm.
natural thing. Like you said, these gifts and things that you do innately well.
Yeah.
Um, a lot of times there's a need for it, or you'll see it, begin to um, become clear. Like, oh, okay,
Hmm.
I actually can help here. I see the need, and I can fulfill it. So
Mhm.
that's something I've learned. But yeah, let God show you that. You take some time with you,
Mhm.
process it, um, and prepare
Yeah,
yourself for that moment, that time, again, the opportunity um, to go out there and help other people. But yeah,
that's good.
yeah, all of them are good, and they all have their place in the grand scheme of things of just like serving. So I
Yeah.
thought it was, like I said, I thought this one was good. I'm here for it.
Yeah, so like y'all have to understand, like even Jesus served. Like, we always think about how he lived his life and the sacrifice he made for us on the cross, which was a great service. That was the ultimate service, for him to give up his entire life to give us a second chance at life.
Sacrificial.
Um, and he was sacrificial in that. He didn't ask for anything in return. He just did it because he saw a need and he filled it. Um, and so the different ways in which he served was crazy. He healed the sick. He you know, healed leopards, man. He raised people up from the dead. He cast demons out like that. He's serving. And that leads me to another thing. We are representative, right? Because uh we are kingdom oriented, meaning everything that we do, we're serving in the capacity of the kingdom. So we represent the kingdom here on earth, meaning the kingdom of heaven. We represent that. And so everything that we do, even if we're the servants, you have to understand that we are the hands and feet. We're doing the things that is necessary to keep the kingdom running. So it's a crucial job. So if you think that what you're doing in the capacity you serving in is too small, or I ain't in the pulpit preaching, or I don't have the nonprofit, or that I'm not making impact. You're making impact. Any way in which you can serve um, is huge in the kingdom, and that leads me to the kingdom principle of serving,
Mm.
and that's making yourself available through the use of your skills, your time, your energy, and your finances, even that, to help grow the kingdom. Like, what are you doing to help grow the kingdom? How are you serving the kingdom with your life, to grow it, to make it better? And when I say grow it, I mean win a soul to Christ. What are you doing in your capacity to win a soul, to get them into heaven? Because that's ultimately the service that we are here to provide for these earthly bodies and these people around us. So um,
Yes, sir.
so for me, for example, and this is kind of a shameless plug. However, how I serve is I serve with through creating a brand,
Ah,
and so as Kingdom Come Visions, and this brand is oriented to serving the kingdom. So I brand shirts, I brand clothing, and I'm creating that brand so that I can use that to take the word of God, even though people are wearing it. My prayer is that what they wearing brands their soul,
mm,
and so something sticks from that. Maybe if they get up in the mirror and they put on this clothing and they look in the mirror, it will inspire them. It will speak something to their soul that will make them live again. That will help them, get up off of their bed of affliction, if that's what it is. If it's getting a clearer view of life, maybe get perspective, whatever that capacity is. That's what I pray that this does. And even for people who are viewing this, if you see something on there that speaks to you, or speaks to somebody else, I would encourage you to serve in that capacity, and promote it, push it out there, because somebody needs it. Somebody needs to know that God is real. Somebody needs to know that He is still in service. He is still out here, serving. He's moving through us, and we are literally the hands and feet. So, I appreciate y'all, whatever capacity. I really do appreciate y'all. But again, this ain't about myself. This is about serving the kingdom. Okay.
I just want to shout you out. Shout out September for you. We weren't here last month. This is when the website launched, and it's been a big moment. It's been a big deal. So I want to take the moment to just round of applause. This has been,
I appreciate
just Kingdom Come Visions in general has been something that Devin has planned and talked about, and just in general, just like cultivated seriously for a while. And so now that it's here, he's talking about it. It's real. Orders are in. Like it's been great to see kind of in real time something that he birthed and not knowing like what would happen, and it's happening. So I do want to shout you out on that, and just, you know, be encouraged, like keep doing what you're doing. And I should also call it Never Satisfied September, because he's already like in here. I say in here meaning the office, but like he's in here like making new designs and just like on to the next thing. And I'm like, man, just take a beat, like just realize the great thing that's happened. But that's just him. That's just him. He's already, you know, on to the next. But I did want to seriously shout out. Good job. This is great. And I think it's great. And I'm not the only one who thinks that based on what the orders say. So just wanted to give you that real quick. No, I'm in control. I ain't out of control. I'm in it. I'm in there. Okay, I'm done. No, I hope y'all really, you know, enjoyed this one. Like I said, I was really excited about it.
Yes.
To serve. So again, the 3: serve God, serve yourself, and serve others.
Yes.
Marinate on it, eat on it, think about it. And anything else? I'm good if you're good, sir.
That was really good.
Any other shameless plugs that you want to take the opportunity to talk about? We'll be here. We'll be here next month.
Yes.
For those who know us, you know, October's all the things. My birthday is October. Our anniversary is October. So we were like, okay, are we gonna do a live next month? We are. We are. It's gonna be cute. It's gonna be fun. We're thinking of doing a couple different things, but stay tuned. Stay tuned and stay in tune. I'm not sure if I'll say that every month, but yeah. And we'll see y'all then.
Yep.
Okay. Until the next time. Good night.
Good night.
Hit it. Hit the music.
How we do it. How we do it.
Bye.
How we do it.